2015 meeting of the Holmes District School Board to order. First item on the agenda is adoption of the agenda. Entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Move with President Jim.
Got a motion by Mr. Johnson. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Owens. Discussion on the agenda. Ms. Owens?
Yes.
Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Thank you. Second item is hearing the public, and this is something we have discussed in our workshop, and maybe some changes coming, but at this time we're going to continue as we're going. I'm going to read a statement that will follow until we make the changes. The Holmes County School Board welcomes you to this meeting. This time is set aside for the citizens of Holmes County to address the school board. This is not a question and answer period. It's not a political forum, nor is it a time for personal accusations and derogatory remarks to or about school personnel. Those who wish to speak are reminded to observe proper decorum and to avoid the use of profane or vulgar language. If you would like to address the school board, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and in the interest of conserving time and affording all interested persons an opportunity to speak, limit your comments to not more than 5 minutes. Your participation is welcome and appreciated. So at this time, we'll open the floor for hearing the public. Anybody like to address the board tonight?
My name is Drew Kreisler. I live at 160, Highway 160, 3017. I just wanted to commend the board. I was able to be here for the workshop. Commend the board, superintendent, for discussing policies and making a decision to discuss them in the future. That's all I want to say. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Anyone else? Move on to the next item on the agenda. Unfinished business, school board policy revisions tabled on 213. 203, I'm sorry, 203. This time, someone would like to make a motion to move that from the table.
Is there a deadline when these have to be?
We can set it.
They're not stated that one, but
We did a lot of discussing while ago, but I don't think we came to any conclusions.
We need to make a motion. I'll make a motion, we move it off the table.
Right. A motion by Mr. Johnson. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ms.
Now
Jones.
And now we can discuss.
Justice to discuss. Okay.
So how are we going to handle this? We discussed it a while ago. We talked about a lot of different things, but I don't think we really drew any conclusions on those items.
We decided in our workshops that we would roll this and make some determination on what we want to do. And I reckon
Well, the public meeting portion we did, and on the
But not-
actual policy, we didn't come to a conclusion on what we wanted to do.
we're going to workshops, and if we got some changes, then we'll present those changes.
the next workshop, you actually finalize things, and then we can put on the agenda for maybe 2 weeks.
Approve the change.
We could put on that board, or that board meeting, put on the 2 weeks later.
Right.
That's no problem. That gives y'all about a month or 2 more weeks to look at what we're going to do.
Maybe we just need to postpone that until that time, so we can discuss further on that.
This, once it delays, will stay in place until, just bear in mind, most of these provisions are state statute, it's not, so.
Any other discussion?
Well, I'm in agreement to the state statutes because we have to approve those, but the ones that are not the state statutes, we need to have a workshop and discuss those and determine what we want to do on those.
Consensus of the board?
That's the only way we can revise them. I think we'll be having workshops.
So we're talking about the next workshop, doing that. We'll have this to look at on the next workshop.
And the
Admission and attendance, and then to finalize.
changes, PAs that
ideas in mind and be able to get to it.
Agreed.
I think this one is kind of the top priority, since, you know, you've advertised. So if you made a motion, taken off the table, we can vote.
You would put it back on the table at this point in time.
Consensus of the board, leave it on the table until our next workshop, finalize the changes, and then we'll vote on the previous or the preceding meeting placed on the agenda.
Well, I think the motion, yeah, I mean, there's a motion on the floor.
Yeah,
To take
to
it
take
off
it
the
off the
table.
table.
So at this point in time, the vote would be, if you voted no to take it off the table, then it'd stay on the table until it's voted to bring off, which is what y'all want to do.
Ms. Owens?
No.
Mr. Justice?
No.
Ms. Kolmetz?
No.
Mr. Johnson? Moving on to item 5, administrative programs, out-of-county, out-of-state students, Mr. Superintendent.
Okay, the first one is the Possum Elementary School going to Montgomery to the Shakespeare Festival, February 21st. Second,
Wait, we're looking at the out-of-state students.
there are 2 students entering from Washington County. I recommend we put these 2 students.
For the recommendation of the superintendent, we have a motion.
I move to approve the superintendent's recommendation for these 2 students that are leaving the county.
Motion by Ms. Owens, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Johnson, any discussion? Ms. Owens?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Justice? Yes. Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Yes. Chair votes yes, thank you. Item B, overnight out-of-state trips.
Okay, first one, Possum Elementary School going to the Shakespeare Festival in Montgomery, February 21st. Second one, Bethlehem High School FCCI trip to Orlando, March the 6th to the 9th. Third one, Possum High School FBLA trip, State Leadership Conference in Orlando. That will be on March the 18th to the 22nd. Next one, Buck Elementary School kindergarten class going to Dothan. That's April the 9th, 16th, and the 23rd. Next one, Bethlehem senior class trip going to Orlando. That's April the 30th through May the 4th. I can approve these trips.
For the recommendation of the superintendent, do we have a motion?
I move to approve.
Motion by Mr. Johnson, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Justice. Any discussion? I'll say the elementary school trip is not 3 days, it's 3 different
3 different trips.
classes going. It's quite a number of kindergarten students. Any other discussion? Ms. Owens?
Yes.
Mr. Justice? Yes. Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Yes. Chair votes yes, thank you. Item 7, our consent agenda, entertain a motion to approve our consent agenda. POs and invoices.
Move to approve.
Motion by Ms. Owens, second by Mr. Johnson. Have any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the minutes, are we on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There was something needing correction on the back, because I had put down, I had said that I felt the citizens of Holmes County had been denied the right to speak before this board, and none of that was put into the minutes, and I put for the record. So that needs to be changed.
Need to be added.
Yes, it needs to be added.
Please state what needs to be added again, please.
I feel the citizens of Holmes County have been denied the right to speak before this board. In the 2 years I've served, there's been no one placed on our agenda. I have given the proper notice and was denied myself. This is unacceptable. And that wasn't put in the minutes.
So if you want to amend your motion to accept the minutes
With the correction. correction.
With the correction.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I do have a question on the Regions Financial out-of-county travel. What is that, $2,178? There's several things that says Regions Financial, but
Middle of the second page.
That's where our credit cards come from, so I'm sure
This has travel.
it says out-of-county travel.
it could be teachers going to conferences, workshops, that could be y'all going to your workshop.
Mostly out-of-county travel is only like a couple of hundred, maybe, not 2,000.
Well, I mean, if you stay.
Deal numbers attached to it.
It is a 332 code number. And then a check number here. But I've never seen anything coded Regions Financial that says out-of-county travel.
We can research that and get back with you on exactly what it is. I'd be interested myself. Any other discussion?
Stewart and Stevenson, is that a repair for the bus? Is that, who is Stewart and Stevenson, you know? $3,839, repairs and maintenance, coded 350.
I can't hear you.
I said, is Stewart and Stevenson, it's repair and maintenance, $3,800, is that for the
Ms.
bus?
Kolmetz, I'll have to check on it with the bus barn and get back with you.
Any other discussion?
This is not on the consent, but on the financial, our general fund that Mr. Hawkins gave us. I'm very pleased to see our December up amount. It looks really good.
We're tracking a lot better.
Yeah.
Any other discussion?
What is the Spectrum Counseling Services, do y'all know?
That Spectrum does our behavioral, emotional kind of counseling. We have quite a lot to provide that, and right now, they're the ones who do it. We contract with them.
And under the payroll deduction, sort of towards the top of the first page, American Fidelity, looks like maybe EDU services. Now, some of the other looks like maybe supplemental insurance payroll deduction. Is that something different?
American Fidelity, that's usually cancer insurance.
Just the edu services, I just didn't, the insurance, assurance, and life insurance all look like insurance type. I just didn't know if that was something different. It is a payroll deducted expense.
American Fidelity could be short-term disability coverage. It could be, usually it's cancer policies or like long-term care policies. Sometimes it's long-term care policies. That's what that company usually does.
Now, on this report, your actual payroll is not listed, correct?
Those rests checks we cut.
Anything else? Ms. Oaks?
Yes.
Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Yes. Yes, thank you. Main personnel action, Mr. Superintendent.
I recommend the following: hire Corey Pennington as bus driver for Boniface Schools, effective 2/18. Hire Daryl Messer, bus driver at Poplar Springs, effective 2/18. Accept the resignation from employment on Mark Ryan, teacher at Bethlehem High School, effective 7/30 for retirement. And add Lucinda Brown, teacher at BES, to the drop beginning February 1st, 15.
The recommendation of superintendent, we have a motion.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for the following employees.
Motion by Ms. Owens, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Justice. Any discussion?
The hires on the bus drivers, are those, do we have some folks retiring? Is that replacements?
Some, well, One took a different teaching position, so they stopped driving the bus. They're still working with us, they're still driving the bus. The other was a retirement, I believe.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah, Ken Lamb.
Ken Lamb.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? Ms. Owens?
Yes.
Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Yes. Chair votes yes. Item 10, comments, Mr. Turner?
No, sir.
Ms. Owens?
I'd just like to say I was able to attend some workshops in Ocala this past week, very intensive training, very beneficial training on personnel and bargaining, and also on finance. And I really learned a lot, I think.
Mr. Justice?
I was also there for 2 of the 3 days on the finance, and yeah, you really find out when the formula is about 35 steps long for what each district gets from the state. That's quite eye-opening. And anyway, appreciate the opportunity to go down there. Appreciate all you being here this evening. I was over at Ponce de Leon this afternoon at the elementary and high schools, middle schools, and saw a new sign up there, a PDL, so it looked really good, a digital sign. They were proud of that. They got to look over the campus on this dreary day, and it was, got a lot of good staff over there, a lot of good folks.
Ms. Colby?
Yes, and I too attended the meetings in Ocala, and I thought it was very informative. I was glad to get the opportunity to go and learned a lot. And as far as the sign at Ponce de Leon High School, I was ecstatic when I saw the digital sign. It looks so good after having nothing up there for the last couple of years. I'm happy they've gotten a sign that actually works. And as I wanted to mention, I've mentioned it before, I brought it up several times about videotaping, and the motion never got a second. So I want to bring up a motion to put an audio clip on our district website. We're already being videoed, so why can't we just put an audio clip on our website? I'd like to see a video, but if we can't do that, I make a motion to put an audio on the district website of our meetings, just like the Holmes County Commissioners do. They have an audio.
Have a motion to place a audio clip on our district website. Do we have a second for that motion?
I'll second that and open it up for discussion.
Motion, Ms. Kolmetz, second by Mr. Justice. Any discussion? The minutes are placed, but they're typed form on the written form.
The law requires minutes to be placed once they're approved, which is what we do. County commissioners don't actually put their minutes up, they use their audio instead of minutes. So that's why they do that. We actually put the actual minutes up on the website, which is what we are required to do.
Wouldn't require a lot to put one on there, would it?
No, but it would be very helpful for people that can't come over here to our meetings, and they can just click on the link and open it up and listen at their leisure at home, and it would be something I think the community would like to have.
I personally don't have a problem with it. Anything I say in here, I don't mind for anybody listening to. Okay.
Any other discussion? Ms. Oates?
Yes.
Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes,
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson? Comment? Yeah. I just want to congratulate Ponce de Leon girls. They played a great season and lost a heartbreaker in overtime Friday night to Paxton. But they played a good season and they played courageously and with a lot of character. I'm proud of them.
I'm proud of our girls also.
That's it. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Justice. Do we have a second?
Second.
Vote.
Yes.
Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Ms. Kolmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson? Yes. Chair votes yes. Thank you.